Well, Spruce set out from the very beginning to do just one thing, and what that one thing was to make DVD and the production of DVD, also known as the authoring process, simple.
Dr. Soga, who's our president and CEO, was working in Japan selling MPEG-2 encoders to post houses, and the primary use of those encoders was doing DVD production. And universally, all of those customers requested him to look at DVD authoring systems because the existing tools were just too painful and too slow to use.
Computers are very well suited for taking very complex instruction sets and making them easy to use for the average guy. And Spruce said, hey, why not take a computer and make it do that for DVD authoring?
And Greg Wallace, who's our engineering VP, went through a similar path when he was at 3DO. He had early access to the DVD spec, and he found that it was a really painful process to create a DVD.
I always try to put myself into the head of the people who've been using it, and now the same with DVD. I always think you don't have to be an engineer in order to use those tools.
And so Spruce was started to put together turnkey solutions that would allow you to produce DVDs with the highest productivity, the least pain, and the most creative freedom. We don't specialize in audio for bats that are hard of hearing.
And we don't make air conditioners. Although it is hot under these lights, I gotta tell you. Spec is good, and all things with respect to product decisions surround themselves around knowing that DVD spec.
The other programs take months and months to learn, and even after you've learned it, you still don't understand like everything, and you're still looking through manuals and trying to decode error messages.
We started out saying, nobody wants to know that, nobody needs to know that, and as a result, we've made a product, sort of a zero-based product that says, here's a product that lets you author DVDs. Don't worry about the technology behind it.
It's easier if you don't have to learn a new language to play with the tool.
I'll guarantee you, everybody that puts popcorn in their microwave oven and pushes, 3 minutes and 15 seconds start doesn't want to know what actually goes on inside that microwave oven when it's making popcorn.
We have people who have blood on their hands from the bleeding edge of DVD production from the early years, and their experience is invaluable as we work out the configurations that are really going to make our customers happy.
Everything is very organized and in separate windows that make sense.
People really want to open the box and get right to it, and maybe do some online help, which we provide with the tool, so they don't really never have to open the manual to actually get started.
Very well thought out, and a lot of time and effort has obviously been put into it.
We want to bring more power to the user in a way that lets them focus on the creative side and lets them be very efficient, very productive, without having to spend a lot of time learning.
In hand, already shipped, being used by customers was a little bit weird, but also I think maybe one of the keys to the success we're going to have at Spruce.
And so I thought, well, I better stop by their booth and meet these guys because I understand they do amazing turnaround time, and I want to meet who's like doing this this great programming.
We've got some great users in Hollywood. We've got increasingly some great users out in the corporate space who are starting to bring the power of DVD for business-to-business communications.
I pretty much learned the DVD Maestro program just by, standing on the floor at NAB, like talking to the reps.
Everything on this disc was encoded with our MPEG Express and AC Express encoders. Everything on this disc was authored with DVD Maestro, so the whole of the authoring, simulation, emulation, everything was done with Spruce products.